Hi team, I hope you're all well. Today is Monday. It's the start of a new weekly vlog. It's very bright today. It is 4:25. The majority of the day has gone on, but I've been trying to catch up with just a couple of books for last week's vlog to finish those off before I wanted to fully start this one. I do still have 36 minutes left of another book, Cursed Cocktails. But I will finish that off and then I can wrap that vlog up and we can get on with this week. I think this week is going to be a little bit more of like a maybe slice of life, just spend the week with me kind of vlog. I think in general I tend to do alright with slice of life, but they do tend to be more reading vlog, and I thought I could bring you along this week. I'm going to be a little bit more lax with my reading this week and mood read, if you like. I'm still going to be reading queer books only, but mood reading. I did have a themed vlog scheduled, like planned for this week, but we've just come off the back of a themed vlog with the colour wheel thing, and honestly by the end of like last week I was kind of feeling really exhausted with that whole themed vlog thing, and I wanted to just mood read. There was quite a few books that I was dying to pick up and the wheel just was not in my favour in the slightest. So I thought we could mood read this week. I have a couple of things going on this week. I will be going to Andy's tomorrow night. Normally I wouldn't go till Wednesday morning, but I'll be going to his tomorrow night because I've got the dentist at 9 o'clock on Wednesday morning, which is next door to his flat. He's got his theory test, so he's going to get the bus into town and then I'll go pick him up later once I've finished at the dentist. And then I'll spend the day with him Wednesday. I've got work Thursday and Friday, and then Friday night, well, Friday and Saturday is my F1 readathon. I'm going to do mine like Friday night through till, well, all day Saturday as well, because I can. My game, my rules. So it's the F1 readathon, and then it is Father's Day on Sunday. So I think I'm going to a car show with my family. Andy is working on the weekend, so I think I'm going to a car show with my family. So there's quite a bit of family stuff going on this week that I'll bring you along for. In terms of reading, I think my plan, I just have two books on my radar that I've really wanted to pick up. The first one is Gideon the Ninth by Tamsin Muir, which I did get during the I hit 9k so bought 9 books, come book shopping with me video. I've been wanting to read this since I read The Bonesmith by Nikki Palpretto, because that book is sold as Gideon the Ninth meets the White Walkers from Game of Thrones. So I was like, okay, well, let's give this a bash. I used to have the Illumicrate version of this, which does annoy the fucking life out of me because I sold it without reading it. However, at least now, if I enjoy it, I'll have matching editions with the paperbacks. But I don't know anything about this except for the fact that it's following Gideon, who is part of a house, the Ninth House, and there's some necromancy going on. Other than that, I don't know anything else. On the back it says, the Emperor needs necromancers, the 9th necromancer needs a swordswoman. Gideon has a sword, some dirty magazines, and no more time for undead nonsense. Tamsin Muir's Gideon the Ninth unveils a solar system of swordplay, cutthroat politics, and lesbian necromancers. Her characters leap off the page as skillfully animated as the necromancer skeletons. The result is a heart-pounding epic science fantasy. I'm very excited about this one, especially on the basis that I don't know if they've all come out yet. I don't know how many there's going to be, but I know that Harrow the Ninth, and I'm fairly certain the third one has come out as well. So I'm not sure how many in total there's going to be. Oh, Alecto the Ninth as well. Oh, it's a trilogy. The Locked Tomb trilogy. It literally says it on the inside of this flap. The Locked Tomb trilogy. Gideon the Ninth, Harrow the Ninth, and Alecto the Ninth. So, success. It's a complete trilogy. Outstanding news. Has Alecto the Ninth come out yet? Yes, it has. 12th September last year. Nice. So, great news. Oh, hang on. That's Nona the Ninth. Oh, yeah. That is the third one. Why does it say Alecto the Ninth in here? Did the name change? Is it Alecto in the US? Whatever. The third one is now out, so that's fantastic news. It's a complete trilogy, so if I enjoy it, I can continue on with it. And it is queer because they're lesbian necromancers. And then I'm also wanting to read Top Secret by Serena Bowen and Elle Kennedy. This is a reread for me. I read this years ago, 2019 I think it was, when I double checked. I read it on Kindle. It was on Kindle Unlimited, it no longer is. And it has had, yeah, when it came out 2019, and it has had a cover redesign, because this was the original cover if I can find it. It's now got a cover redesign and I'm obsessed with this. So, and I've not read it since, and I would really like to give it a go because I remember it being very, very good. So this one does follow two guys who are roommates. They're on a dating site, and it turns out that one of them is, him and his girlfriend are looking for a threesome with another guy for her birthday. So they're on this dating site and they're chatting along with this guy. Lo and behold, it turns out it's one of this guy's flatmates, like uni mates, and it just kind of goes from there. And I really enjoyed it the first time I read it, and I know Chloe's just finished rereading it as well, one of my patrons, and she said that it did not let down on the second read. So I'm really looking forward to this one as well. I'm very excited to give this one a read. I'm actually tempted to start with this one, even though I was thinking that I was going to start with this one. I'm just really excited to give this a read. In all honesty, it's the sort of book that I know I would fly through as well in like one day. I do have quite a bit of filming to do tomorrow because I've done none today, because I've just not been in the mood. I don't know what's going on with me at the moment. I was saying to my patrons this morning, I feel like maybe I've got like a deficiency or something at the moment. I'm just feeling incredibly lethargic and exhausted all of the time, no matter how much sleep I'm getting. So I slept fine last night. It was the first night, no, it wasn't the first night back with Andy, it was the second night back with Andy, but I slept fine last night. Got up with him this morning to drop him off at work, so I got up at 5:45, which is earlier than I normally do, but not unreasonable. And normally I come back and I smash out like a day's worth of work by the time my sprints start at 9:30. I managed to read for about 40 minutes and ended up climbing back into bed. I was fucking freezing for no good reason. I had a hoodie on and my leggings and socks, and I was under my quilt. There was no need for me to be so cold, but I was fucking freezing, I was shivering, and I lay there for 2 hours. I didn't even go back to sleep. I lay there for 2 hours till my sprint started. So I got up, came on my sprints, and I've been trying to bring the energy back up again, and I was fine for a couple of hours, but I'm fucking exhausted again now. So I am tempted to go for a lie down for a little bit, but I really could do with doing some work, but I feel like it's coming across on camera just how tired I am. Like, I can't even keep my eyes open properly. I'm that fucking tired. So I don't know, maybe I'll go for a lie down for a little bit and maybe see if my energy comes back up. But it's been really low energy today. I have managed to get through The Wicker King, which was a reread for my patrons, and then the majority of Cursed Cocktails, because I was only 99 pages into that today, and I'm now 200 and, not that it's relevant to this vlog, but 221 pages, and I've got like 40 odd pages left to go. So I've only got 36 minutes of that left as well, and I'm going to be annoyed to go for a lie down now and just leave 36 minutes of that left to read. But it is what it is. But I'm undecided on what I'm going to start with these two, but this is literally my aim this week. We'll see whether or not I complete them. We'll see whether or not I complete more. Like I say, I do have the F1 readathon this weekend. So if I do start this one first, I can save this for the F1 readathon, because it is a sports romance. It's also queer, and that completes a couple of the prompts. Also an illustrated cover. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens. I will keep you posted though. This will be a little bit more slice of life type vlog. And I'm going to go for a lie down because I'm really fucking tired. Hello. 1 o'clock on Tuesday. And I've had a giant hatchet box gone. I had one of these last week and it was for Manga from IZE Press. So I don't know who this is from. Couldn't tell you what's in it. It's clearly from a publisher somewhere. Could be IZE Press again, could be IZE Press. Let's find out together, shall we? Oh, it's definitely Manga. I think it's IZE Press this time though. Okay. This is looking a bit battered, but okay. They are so good to me. So good. It's not even funny how good to me these people are. It's not funny. IZE Press. You guys, you make my day. They've sent me 5 volumes of manga. Manhwa. Oh, I love them. I love them so much. So they originally sent me, the reason why I ended up working with IZE Press was they sent me a copy of Shako Volume 1 to do an unboxing with, which I did, and I hadn't read it at that time, but I ended up working with them again. In fact, they'd sent me a whole bunch of light novels and manga initially, and then IZE Press, first time I worked with them, who is an imprint of IZE Press, they sent me Shako Volume 1, and then they sent me a whole bunch of other stuff. I ended up requesting a few of the things and they sent me a whole bunch of other stuff as well. So I requested Dark Moon from them and also Unholy Blood. This was all in a couple of different parcels. So then I did the 24 manga in 24 hours video, and then I emailed them. They emailed me with a few more options to pick from, and I emailed them back saying I like this one and this one. Also, just wanted to let you know, I read Shako, Dark Moon and Unholy Blood. Absolutely loved them. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. They've sent me Dark Moon Volumes 2 and 3. The next 2 volumes are in this series. I really fucking enjoyed this one. This was very, very good, and I had a very good time with it. It is like, it gives me Zodiac Academy vibes, but in manhwa. It's really good, and I'm enjoying it. Just, you know, not as trashy. Zodiac Academy isn't trashy. It's just, you know, it's brain fuel. It's not giving a great deal, but it's giving enough. It's got crack in the pages. That's what, you know what I'm saying. They also sent me Shako Volumes 2 and 3. The next 2 volumes in this series. Again, really enjoyed this one. It was very good, and I'm excited to continue on with this series as well. These have been battered just a little bit in the box, but that's absolutely fine because they will not stay pristine on my shelves anyway. So I got those 2, and then Unholy Blood Volume 2. I'm so fucking excited to have this because I really, really, really loved Unholy Blood. It was my favourite. It was my favourite book from that entire video. I really, really loved it. I gave it 5 stars. It was fantastic. It's following a vampire who is trying to keep her head down and live as a human. But things don't quite go to plan because there are other vampires in town causing a lot of chaos and a lot of damage. And she ends up having to come out of her comfort zone and try and help the people around her. But I'm so excited to continue on with it because I loved it so much. It had so much going on. So thank you so fucking much to IZE and IZE Press for sending me these. I cannot tell you how much this means. Thank you so much. I truly, truly appreciate it. Thank you. You guys are legends. Thank you so much. I love you. Also, I just realised I shut that entire clip down without telling you what I'm doing with my day. And it's supposed to be a week in the life vlog. So, it's Tuesday. I've spent the morning, it is currently 1 o'clock. I've spent the morning filming. So, I wrapped up last week's vlog. I filmed the final book support group announcement. Sorry, I'm trying to get comfy in my blanket. Final book support group announcement. And I also filmed the rest of the book shopping 9 books 9k video thing as well. So I filmed all of those this morning. I've just finished editing my last week's vlog. I now need to edit it for patrons as well, because they get an exclusive edition vlog as well. I've just finished the thumbnail for said video for the public, and I could do with soon getting some lunch. So I think what I'm going to do is do the edits on the Patreon version of this vlog, set that to export, and then I'll go and get some lunch. I think that's going to be my plan. But yeah, so far this morning, that's all I've done today. I will be going to Andy's this evening because I've got a dentist appointment next door to his place at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, and he's got his theory test, so he's going to catch the bus into town and then I'll pick him up later. So I don't have too long left at home. I will want to be at his before he is, and I should stop at the supermarket as well on the way to get some food for tea. So I will be setting off for around 6ish, maybe 5:30 to stop at the supermarket. He finishes at 7. So rush hour traffic. Yay. We'll have to see. I did start Gideon the 9th last night. I only got 1 chapter in, so I've nothing to tell you so far, but I started it. So that's where I'm at with that. I watched Jurassic World 2 and 3 last night because Jurassic World 1 is not on Netflix. Typical thing. Jurassic Park 1 was not on anywhere, and Jurassic World 1 isn't either. I do own the DVDs for it, but I couldn't bother to go and get it. So I just watched 2 and 3 last night. And that's what I did with my evening. So didn't prioritize reading. Surprise, surprise. But I did start something. I'm a chapter in. We'll have to see how far I get with the rest of my time. Obviously today is dedicated to editing now. So if I get some time a little bit later on, I will try and listen to some a little bit later. Maybe I'll set off from here earlier and then I'll listen to some until he gets home from work. We'll see. But yeah, so I'm gonna go. I'll keep you posted. I need to get on with this editing, and I'll see you in a bit.
I don't wanna let you down. It's the only thing I think about every morning. You know my life ain't figured out, but I promise if you stick around it'll never get boring. We'll spend nights, cheap red wine, look at flats even though we can't afford them. I don't wanna let you down, I don't wanna lose you now. Will you stay even when you wanna walk away? When times get bad, we can learn to love what we have. I don't wanna let you down, I don't wanna let you down, I don't wanna let you down, I don't wanna mess around.
Good evening. It's still Tuesday. It is 11:05 in the evening. I should be at Andy's. Work took me a lot longer than I anticipated today. I ended up working right through lunch and completely forgot to eat. And about 5 o'clock stopped for a break and ended up just texting Andy saying I don't know if I'm going to make it today because I haven't eaten yet. And I couldn't wait until he wanted to have tea because it would be around 9 o'clock because he finishes work at 7 but can't eat as soon as he finishes work. So it would have been like another 4 hours before I was going to eat, and I hadn't eaten anything since breakfast. So I said to him I was going to stay home and get some food, and then I've just spent the rest of the evening watching a little bit of YouTube. Oh, excuse me. Watching a little bit of YouTube and doing some reading. So I've had some food. And now I am doing some reading. I'm gonna go up to bed. I've just finished washing the pots. I am gonna wonky. I am gonna go up to bed and read for a little bit in bed. But I wanted to come on and give you an update because I've made some significant progress in Gideon the 9th. So I'm currently on page 153, up to chapter 14. and I'm having a good time. Obviously we're following Gideon, who was trying to escape the place where she lives, which is where she's been brought up by nuns. Yeah, brought up by unfriendly, ossifying nuns, ancient retainers, and countless skeletons. Gideon is ready to abandon a life of servitude and an afterlife as a reanimated corpse. So she is not a necromancer. However, her childhood nemesis, Harrow, is a necromancer. And she will not let Gideon go easily. So Harrow now needs to go off Earth into space to try, and there's like this challenge that she has to get involved with someone from each of the different houses, and she needs someone to go with her, and she's basically told Gideon that she's going with her. If we survive this, you can leave at the end and I will give you your freedom. If we don't, it doesn't fucking matter. So Gideon has reluctantly gone ahead with all of this. The thing I will say about Gideon and Harrow, I don't know if this is where the relationship is coming in, but I am going to be living for it if it is, because the banter between these two is hilarious. I haven't stopped laughing. I think Gideon is so funny, and I just haven't stopped laughing the whole time I've been reading this. It's really, really funny, and the way that Harrow and Gideon speak to each other is hilarious, and I am living for it. So I'm very excited to continue on with this. So far we have gotten to a point where they are with the other people from the other houses. So there is a person that is doing the challenge itself, and then they have I don't know what they call, I can't remember what she's called. Don't know, like a sidekick, I don't know. They each have like a Gideon with them as well. So yeah, really enjoying this so far, having a good time, enjoying the writing style. I will say the beginning of this was a little bit info dumpy. I had no fucking clue what was going on to start off with, and there was portions of this where I felt like it was just random words thrown together. Like there was whole sentences where it just seemed like it was random words thrown together. They didn't make much sense, but the longer that I'm in the book, the more it's making sense and the more I'm getting into it. So I think it's just that it was a little bit info dumpy, but so far really enjoying myself. I'm tempted to try and get to part 3 this evening, which is it's only like another 30 odd pages. In fact, I am going to do that, part 3. Act 3, sorry. So I think that's what I'm going to do, because I feel like that's a good place to stop. That'll be a page 185. So I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to go up and do that. And then while I was washing the pots, I also started listening to Top Secret. I need to be following along with Gideon because there's so much going on and there's so many different characters. So I started listening to Top Secret by Serena Bowen and Elle Kennedy while I was washing the pots. This one is a reread for me, and I'm on page, I've not got far at all. I've listened to the first 2 chapters. So a chapter from both Luke and Keaton was pole position. Keaton. So I am 22 pages in, and this one is following Keaton and Luke, and I'm really excited to read it because I loved it the first time I read it. It was so good. I think I read this one before I read Him by Serena Bowen and Elle Kennedy, which was another one that I really enjoyed. I love that series. So yeah, if you're looking for a queer sports romance, this is a good one. And so is Him by Serena Bowen and Elle Kennedy. That's a great one. Hockey romance. Male. So yeah, but I just wanted to come on and let you know how I'm getting on with my reading. I am making some progress, which is good news, because I was feeling like work was taking me so long today that I wasn't going to be able to get any reading in, and had I gone to Andy's this evening I wouldn't have. So I knew I wanted to try and get some reading in. It does mean that tomorrow I can't stay up too late, because in the morning I'm going to have to get up earlier than I was planning on doing. So I've got the dentist at 9 o'clock, but my dentist is next door to Andy's. So it would have benefited me massively to stay at his tonight, because all I would have had to have done is woke up at like 9:15 and brushed my teeth, got changed and gone to the dentist next door. But unfortunately now I need to make my way over to Andy's in rush hour traffic. it is what it is. He won't be there when I get there in the morning because he's got his theory test at 9 o'clock in Bolton, so he's got to catch the bus to go and do that, and then I'll go pick him up after. So yeah, it does mean I have to get up for a reasonable time tomorrow. It is what it is, unfortunately. So I'm gonna go up to bed and get some more reading done, and I'll check back in with you tomorrow probably. Good afternoon. I am at Andy's, clearly. It's 12:15, he's on a driving lesson. He has passed his theory test this morning, so I'm very proud of him, very happy for him. The next hurdle we have to get over is his driving test, and the soonest he can do a driving test is November. So we've got a bit of a wait for that. He's gonna book something tomorrow after he's spoken to his instructor today, I think, and see if we can get him on like a cancellation list or something so that he'll get notified if there's any cancellations. So his option was to do one next Tuesday in a place he's never driven before, or November. So his instructor's not confident enough to be like, let's do next Tuesday, we can smash the lessons in. Andy's not got the time, and I don't think his instructor can do it so short notice. So it is what it is, but he's passed. Thank the fucking Lord. So I am here just to give you a quick update. He's on his lesson for about an hour and a half, and it is 12:15, so I've got some time to do some reading because he went on his lesson at 12. And I have a couple of updates for you because I did loads of reading last night, absolutely loads. So Gideon the Ninth, when I last updated you, I was like around the 100, maybe 100 page mark. Was I up to part 2, act 2? I don't know where I was. I'm now on act 3, which is what I said I was going to do last night. So I'm 184 pages in. Still feel the same about this as I did last night, albeit we have just had a little bit of a thing happen where with a couple of characters that I was actually really enjoying. Not happy about that situation. It is what it is. But so far, really enjoying this, having a good time. There are parts when I'm kind of like, I don't understand what the fuck is going on or what we're doing here. But honestly, I'm just kind of vibing with this book. So if I get to the end and I don't fully know what's gone on and what's happened, it still might get a high rating just from vibes alone. I don't know what to tell you. I do, to some extent, know what's going on. It's just taking me a minute to get used to it because it is very, I think, info dumpy at the beginning. As I said last night, there were some sentences where I was just reading it and I was like, this is just words in a line. Like, I've no clue what this means. It doesn't make sense. It's just words in a line. But I am getting into it a bit more. So I'm really enjoying it, having a good time. And then Top Secret, I couldn't put this down last night if it wasn't for the fact that I knew I had to get up early this morning to go to the dentist, which is literally next door to this flat, and I was at home. I would have stayed up all night reading this. I got halfway through. I couldn't put it down. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning by the time I finally put this down. I got to page 174. In fact, I think I'm just over halfway through. 174. I am loving this. There is quite a bit that I forgot about this. So the whole presidency thing within the frat house, I forgot that that was a thing. I forgot that Jake, is he called Luke? But why do I get the names Jake and Luke mixed up so badly? I do this every time. Luke, I forgot, was actually bi. I thought he was gay. He's not, he's bi. And then Keaton, the guy with the girlfriend who's looking for the threesome, obviously he's having quite the sexual awakening within this book. And we have gotten to a point now where, you know, things have moved on with these two and we are, you know, in sexy times territory, and it's great. I'm having a really good time. They are clearly now becoming friends, maybe a bit more than that. Having a great time. So yeah, I may end up being done with this by the time the F1 readathon comes around this weekend. I highly doubt it. I'll probably just finish it off for the F1 readathon along with Gideon the Ninth and maybe a graphic novel, but we'll see. But I do have time now to fit some more reading in. I really want to read, but I also kind of just want to watch TV. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I may see if I can find some true crime maybe, or I may just read, we'll see. You know what the frustrating part is? I would rather start something on the telly and him come back earlier than I was anticipating and me have to stop it, or him just come in and ask me questions about what I'm watching, than me get partway through a chapter, because that annoys the fucking life out of me. So this is why sometimes when I come to his, I don't end up reading, because unless, you know, he's going on the PlayStation, and I'm guaranteed he's going on for a while. Which he may do this afternoon. There's a possibility he may do that, I don't know. But anyway, I wanted to come on and give you an update on both of these. I was going to go into town and read a little bit this morning. I got to Costa, I got myself a juice and a muffin and everything, and then he rang me. He was like, I'm finished, where are you? I was like, oh, okay. Fair enough. So yeah, I just wanted to come on and give you an update. My reading is going very, very well. The dentist went well this morning. He's quite happy with my teeth, so that's good news. And that's it. That's the only update. We went to the supermarket. We got tea, food for our evening meal, dinner, depending on where you're from. I call it tea because I'm from the north of England. So we're having spag bol for tea tonight, and then tomorrow I'll nip to the supermarket again with my sister-in-law in the morning and pick up something for tea tomorrow, because he couldn't make his mind up what he wanted. So I've told him he needs to decide that and let me know, so I can pick some up tomorrow while I'm at the supermarket then. So yeah, that's it. That's the update. I just thought I would come on and give you that. Right, I want to choose between these two. Show the camera so that they know what you're picking between. Which one?
That one.
This one?
Yes.
Are you sure?
I will put down for it.
Alright. Good job. High five. This one. To infinity.
And beyond.
Good job. Hello, it's Friday, it's 5:10. I'm gonna have to try and be quick for this update because I'm supposed to have a video go up at 5:30. I haven't scheduled it because patrons have got early access. I've come home to all of this. I don't know what a reasonable portion of it is. So, and I've gone and left, give me a second, this bad boy. First of all, I do have a couple of books from Asda that I got this morning. You saw me with Thomas. I went in with the aim of getting Not in Love by Ali Hazelwood. I saw it last week, Sunday. I was in Asda with Andy on Sunday, and I saw it on Sunday, and I know it only came out yesterday, day before, so it was very early in Asda last week and I nearly picked it up, but I didn't. So I picked it up this time and it was 2 for £9, so I ended up getting Then She Was Gone by Lisa Jewell. I do want to try some more Lisa Jewell after enjoying None of This Is True, so I haven't read this one. And Thomas picked it between this and Wildfire by Hannah Grace, which I haven't also read Icebreaker yet, so this is probably a good choice from him. So I did get those two. He said that this one looked scary, and I was like, you would be correct, sir. So I did get those two. Then we have a parcel here from Devon, one of my patrons. She's got a little shop, a little Etsy shop, and she had a 30% off sale the other day. So I ordered some bits from her. I usually get my Kindle stickers from her. because as a small business owner myself, I know how tough it can be out there. So I like to support other small business owners. But yeah, I usually get my Kindle stickers from Devon. I will leave a link to her shopping description box down below if you want to check her out. But she's absolutely lovely. She's one of my patrons and I adore her, like, significantly. So this time I got some pins, some mini pins. So we've got Keep the Reality Away, One More Chapter coffin pin, and also Death by TBR. And then I did get some stickers as well that she sent with a little thank you card. So it does say on the back, to Steph, thanks from Devon. And there is also this cute little design on the other side. So I did get this cute little dude with the little flowers. In fact, that could be a freebie actually. I got this little dude with the pumpkin because I want to do like a spooky Halloween-y Kindle set when spooky season comes around. This one that says thick thighs and spooky vibes, definitely up my street, and also this cute little pumpkin mug. So I did get those from Devon. Again, I'll leave a link to Devon's shopping description box down below if you want to check her out. Just thought I would mention them very quickly. My battery is also dying, so fucking A for that. Right, then we have this, I don't know who, oh, it's from Penguin publisher, apparently. Don't know what this is this time. This is one of them fucking awful bags. All right, fantastic. My battery did in fact die, so I've just changed it out. So this is an arc. Wait, I'm so excited because I forgot that I'd mentioned that I was interested in this one. So it's from Del Rey, and this is The Nightmare Before Christmas by Sarah Rash. I think that's how you pronounce that. I will double check that. I'm not 100% sure. Red, White and Royal Blue meets The Nightmare Before Christmas. Listen. What is going on with Red, White and Royal Blue meets blank? Sign me the fuck up. Spicy, opposites attract, fake relationships, forced proximity. Lots of my buzzwords. Del Rey's lead festive title, with an unmissable spooky and festive campaign to ensure that the holiday families are the only royalty people are talking about. Please, please, yes, please. I'm so excited. Thank you so much to Del Rey for sending me this. Guys, when does it come out? I think it's October. It says October 24, and I'm assuming that because this is coming from a UK publisher, that will be the correct month. It doesn't give me a date on here though. So, Halloween and Christmas collide in the sweetest, sexiest crossover rom-com of the year. 2 royal princes, 1 fake competition, but will it be trick or treat? Yes, please. Okay, very excited. I'm not going to read the rest of that, but very excited about this one. Thank you to Del Rey. Listen, those guys are doing the absolute most at the moment, and I am so excited to be working with them. Thank you very, very much. You guys. Hey, you guys. I don't know. This one says Amazon, but it's been delivered by Every. It's in an Amazon bag, but delivered by Every. Oh, wait, is this one that I've ordered from Vinted? Because I've ordered a couple on Vinted. Is it oh no, it's not. What is this? Whom is this from? Hello? Is there a note? No, there is. Very bent pages though. Whom is this from? What? Who sent this? This has come from American. Does that make sense? American Amazon. There isn't a note. It's A Murderous Relation by Deanna Rayborn. Who sent this? This is the second parcel now that I've received in the span of a week that had no note. Who sent this? A couple of the pages were a little bit bent. It's fine though. This is book 5 or 6 in the series, Veronica Speedwell series. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Book 5. Shout out to whoever sent me that. I will try and hunt this person down. Claire did say that she sent me something else and it was a bit delayed, so maybe it's Claire. I'm not sure. I'll double check with her though. But yeah, shout out to whoever sent me that. Thank you so much. You did not have to. Right, this I think is fairly romantic-y box, I'm assuming, because Claire message, speaking of Claire, in my Discord this afternoon to say, anyone got thoughts on the romantasy book? Yes, June's romantasy book. I'm kind of excited for this one because I do have a book by this author, another book by this author on my TBR. It was on my spring TBR and I just never got around to it. So, oh, this is pretty. I've definitely seen edges like this before though. They've got, I'm sure that they are like the edges that we got on Encyclopedia of Fairies. This is Nectar of the Wicked by Ella Fields. This is really pretty. Sweet creature, no one's intentions for you are more wicked than my own. Oh my good God. Oh, look at the little wolf. Is it a wolf? Is it a dog? I was excited by these two, but this excites me more. Such a dog person, honest to God. Pretty. Oh, it's all around fancy. I don't know what word I was going for then. I think I was going facts. Okay, it's the same on the other side. Is it signed? Yeah, by Ella. Wait, is this a... Oh. Fabulous. Beware of the Fae and never trust them with your heart. For 20 years I've been an unwanted changeling. I have no name, no family and no answers. Until an irresistibly wicked fairy begins a seductive game of cat and mouse. I am his prey, his treasure, a perfect pet. He offers a trade. He will take me to the fairies' realms to assist in my search for the truth of who I am. In return, I must agree to marry him. But things are not as they seem, and soon after arriving at his wintry manor, I began to unravel a dangerous web of lies, far deadlier still. I'm falling in love with a monster who has no heart. Totally nearly hit myself in the face. Fancy. This is very pretty as well. So that is exciting. From Fairyloot, chuck that on the floor. I know what this is. This is from Waterstones and it got delivered literally about an hour after I left the house on Wednesday morning. So it's been sitting in my parcel box since then and I'm really hoping that the edges are okay. It should be protected from the rain, but because it's been damp, I've been concerned that my edges may just be a little frayed. They are a little warped, but if I just put some weight on it over the next couple of days, it should be fine. It is When the Moon Hatched by Sarah A. Parker. I'm really excited about this book, and for the last 2 weeks since I started this whole only reading queer books in June thing, I've been wanting to pick this up. Which is fucking typical because I don't think it's queer. It is the Waterstones edition. This is stunning and I am obsessed. It's very pretty. I have been very restrained on this and only bought the Waterstones one. That Fairyloot have done an edition, and before I knew that Locked Library were doing an edition, they've done an edition as well. A little bit mad that I've cancelled my Locked Library one with them because I would have loved theirs as well. Broken things make the sharpest weapons. I'm really excited about this one. He's fire and brimstone, I'm shattered ice. I'll gladly burn beneath him until the world comes crumbling down. I am excited. I've heard good things so far and I'm looking forward to it. For those who feel small and quiet, spread those wings and roar. Already love it. Already love it. I hope I love it. This, I think, is... Oh, best-selling sensation When the Moon Hatched will transport you into a world filled with magic, dragons, and love that blazes through the ages. I just want to read it right now. Very excited about that. And then this, I've got no... Oh, yeah, I know what this is. I can't open this with you because it's for a sponsorship, so I have to wait to pick a video for that, which I'm excited to do so. So, yeah. Since when? Has that been there the whole time? I'm not joking. I've had this for about 2 years. Since when? Whatever. So yeah, that has been quite the haul. June's haul is going to be ridiculous. I'm not joking. Shout out to me for the Fairly Romanticy box, When the Moon Hatched, Not in Love, and she was gone. Shout out to whoever sent me a murderous relation, and shout out to Del Rey for The Nightmare Before Christmas, which I'm really freaking excited to give a read. So yeah, that is it. Oh, wanted to give you a very quick update. What time are we on? I've got to publish that video. 24 minutes past. Okay, we've got time. I haven't read much more. I did read a tiny bit more of Gideon the Ninth on Wednesday afternoon. Was that the last time I spoke to you? Yeah, when Andy was on his driving lesson, Wednesday afternoon. I'm now on chapter 202 on chapter... No, I'm not on chapter 202. There's not 202 chapters. I'm on page 202, chapter 19 of this. Still really enjoying it. Not quite halfway. And I haven't made any more progress on this. But it's now the F1 readathon today. It's supposed to be today and tomorrow. However, my plans have changed for Father's Day this weekend. We were supposed to be going to a car show on Sunday, but it looks like the weather's going to be shit. Ironic, considering it's glorious fucking sunshine right now and really hot outside. The weather's supposed to be shit, so we're not going. And then there was supposed to be some landings on the beach outside my mum and dad's house. So I don't know. Don't ask me. Something to do with some planes. Fuck knows. So we were going to go and do that, but they've been cancelled because the weather's going to be shit this weekend. So we're just going to my brother's tomorrow for Chinese. So I'm just going to do that with my parents and my brother and my sister-in-law and the kids tomorrow. And then I'll probably end up doing sprints on Sunday instead. So it turns out that it's pretty much a full weekend readathon now, which is great news. So I do aim to finish both of these this weekend. Maybe I'll get to something else, I don't know, but that is my plan for this weekend. So I will be out tomorrow for a few hours at my brother's. I'm going to go out around 2 o'clock-ish, and I'll be there till, well, the kids tend to go to bed for about 7-ish, so I'll be there till about 6:30, 7 o'clock and then come home. And then Sunday I'll be in all day, which is great. So yeah, plenty to get on with. I've got some sprints starting at 7 o'clock with patrons, so I've got some time to have some tea and get myself sorted, because the house, this kitchen table is looking a little bit of a mess, and I need to go and put these upstairs now and also make a record of those on my haul tracker. But yeah, so I'm gonna go. Just wanted to unbox all of that with you because it was waiting for me when I got home, and I will check in with you and have another update on one of them books, probably when I finish one of them books. I'll keep you posted.
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights, won't stop for traffic lights. And I really wanna know,
Hello. It's, I know this is Friday, it's not, it's Saturday. My plans changed to this weekend. I was supposed to go into a car show tomorrow for Father's Day, but things changed because the weather's supposed to be terrible this weekend, albeit it's not been horrendous today. So we've ended up going to my brother's today for Chinese takeaway. So it's currently, I didn't even look at the time. It's currently 7:20, and I've just got home from my brother's. We've had tea, it was lush. And I was thinking about doing some sprints. I think what I actually might try and do is pre-film a few videos while it's still light, because it will go dark within the next hour and a half or so, maybe 2 hours. So I think what I might do while it's still light is try and film a couple of videos, because I might as well. So I think that's going to be my plan this evening, and then spend tomorrow reading, because I've already pre-filmed a bunch of stuff. So I think that's going to be my plan. Very quick reading update for you, albeit it might not be very quick. I read 2 things last night. Well, I finished 2 things last night. So I did finish Top Secret by Serena Bowen and Elle Kennedy. I loved this. This is the second time I've read this book, and it was fantastic, and I'm giving it 5 stars the second time round. I just really enjoy the characters in here, Luke and Keaton. I really enjoy them. I love the very mature relationship that Keaton's got with his girlfriend in this as well. I really enjoy how that all works out in the end, and the way that they deal with that. I think it's very, very good, and I just really enjoy this book. It's so good. Very spicy, just in case someone will probably ask me, is it spicy? Yes, it's very, very spicy, but very good. Sports romance, male, bisexual rep, and it's just really good, and I had a fantastic time. And then the other book that I did pick up was Hollow, which is a graphic novel which has been on my radar for a while now, and I only recently got it. But this I really enjoyed. This is a reimagining. Is it classed as a reimagining? A freewheeling spin-off of the classic Legend of Sleepy Hollow and everyone's favourite headless spectre. I thought this was fantastic. The vibes in this are immaculate, absolutely immaculate, perfect for spooky season, and I just really enjoyed this. I'm really hoping that there's going to be like a second volume or something, because at the end it does say the end for now. That's what it says at the end. So I'm really hoping at some point we may get a follow-up. I'm really hoping so, but there hasn't been any news so far, and this came out in 2022, September of 2022, so it's nearly 2 years old, and there's been no news about whether or not there's going to be a follow-up. I've really enjoyed it. We're following IZE, who's our main character, and then we also have Croc, and we also have, what is her name? I've just forgotten her name. Vicky. So Vicky has lived in this town, Sleepy Hollow, for a really long time, and her family is like the original family from the Sleepy Hollow tale, with the headless, you know, I don't know the Sleepy Hollow tale, with the headless horseman and all of that stuff. So she's part of that family. She's a like really long way descendant from that family, and she helps the family out by doing like tours and things like that, but she's kind of sick of it. She just wants to live her life. She's sick to death of only being known as Victoria, this family's name. She just wants to be Vicky, and she wants to live her life. And our main character IZE comes to town, and I think IZE's last name has something to do with the legend, and like these two are supposed to not get on, and initially Vicky kind of plays into that, and she's like, oh, I can't be seen with you, I can't be talking to you, blah blah blah. Croc is instructed to show IZE round. So this is how they all kind of end up becoming friends. Croc and Vicky have known each other for a very long time, since they were kids, I think. So this is how they all end up becoming friends. IZE has a crush on Vicky, Croc has a crush on Vicky, Vicky has a crush inevitably on IZE, and it's very sweet, and Croc is very understanding, and I think it's just, again, very maturely done and dealt with. I thought the story and the plot line and everything that was going on was really good. I didn't see it coming, and other than that, I can't tell you much more about it, but it's really sweet, and I love the illustration style. I think I showed you this last night, but the vibes for some of this, so immaculate for this time, not this time of year, for autumn. Perfect for fall season, for spooky season and all that good stuff. I'm trying to find, where's the page that I was looking for? This one. Look at that. Tell me that's not fall in an entire page. It gives pumpkin heads. I loved it, and I gave it 5 stars. It was so good. So yeah, I've finished 2 books now this week. I haven't made any more progress on Gideon, but I do intend to finish this tomorrow if I don't make any progress on it this evening. So that is my plan. I do also have a parcel, so I thought we could open it up together, because it says it's from Penguin Random House. So I don't know what it is. Oh, what is going on here? Okay. So we've got a coffee cup that says Best Hex Ever by Nadia El Fassi, which I think is the book. I've got a spoon. I've got, oh, that's rubbish. I have got a instant hot chocolate, very nice. And then we have the book, which is wrapped up. It has torn to big pieces a little bit, because I think that packaging's been battered about a little bit on its way to me. But we have, look how cool this is, I've got a bookmark for best hex ever. I'm excited. What do you reckon? And there is a recipe for some Serendipity Cafe's Lucky Cookies on the back as well. Very nice. Oh, shine on. And then we have the book, which is, it is best hex ever, by the way, if you didn't know. Coming spooky season 2024, Nadia El Fassi. This has been sent to me by Del Rey. Shout out to them. Thank you very much, Del Rey. Doing the most at the moment, and I love them a lot. Thank you. The property of Dina Whitlock, a witch's recipe book from Serendipity Cafe. Gather the ingredients for spooky season's standout debut fantasy romance, mixed with ambition, world building, marketing, and publicity campaign, served with generous helpings of warm magic and spice. I don't know what the synopsis is of this. Oh, it's got the synopsis inside. Does it have a date for me? Because I want to tell you when this comes out. I'm excited. Right, I've got a synopsis. Let me read it out to you and then I'll find out when it comes out. A cozy and spicy spellbinding fantasy romance about a kitchen witch cursed to hurt anyone who falls for her. Oh no. Talia Hibbert meets the very secret society of irregular witches. Dina spends her days running her cafe in Bloomsbury, trying not to think about the curse that will hurt anyone who falls in love with her. But when she meets museum curator Scott and the pair are maid of honour and best man at their friend's wedding, sparks begin to fly. Sorry, I stuttered then because I got really excited about the fact that they're maid of honour and best man. Exciting. Can Dina break the spell before it breaks both their hearts? I hope so. Let's find out when this comes out. That's so exciting. Okay, this comes out October 3rd. It sounds so up my street. I'm so excited. Holy crap. Perfect for spooky season, actually, and I'm really, really excited. Fantastic. Sign me up. I mean, I have it now. That's very exciting. The cover's really pretty as well. I'll show a finished edition of the cover here. Thank you to Del Rey for sending me this. I truly appreciate it. You guys are absolute legends and are killing it with the proofs at the moment. Thank you very much. That's exciting. So yeah, I think this evening, for the rest of the evening, I'm going to do some filming. I could really do with getting on top of a little bit of filming. So I think that's what I'm going to do. But that's going to be my plan. So I'll check in with you probably tomorrow. And yeah, I'll speak to you then. Guys. Look at the size of this bee. It's so fucking big. I don't think it's okay, but I don't know what I can do to help it. It's huge. Good morning. Okay, I'm here to wrap this vlog up. I didn't speak to you yesterday. It is Monday, but I did manage to finish Gideon the 9th yesterday with my patrons. We did sprints for the F1 readathon, so I did manage to finish this yesterday. Was it the F1 readathon yesterday? Yeah, I think it was. So yeah, I finished the 3 books that I wanted to. Well, I didn't have a plan for this week with as far as my reading's concerned. It's been more of like a I don't know if I've got much slice of life stuff, to be perfectly honest, but spend the week with me, let's mood read type of week. Honestly, I've kind of enjoyed the mood reading, and I'm not gonna lie, and I am tempted. I am supposed to be doing like a themed vlog this week, but I'm tempted just to mood read again because I'm having a great time. But the books that I did manage to complete, I got through 3 books, one of which is a reread. So I did read Top Secret by Serena Bowen and Elle Kennedy. I've given it 5 stars for a second time. This is a queer male sports romance, and it's absolutely fantastic and I love it. Then I did read Hollow. This is by Shannon Waters, Brandon Boyer White and Bernice Nell, and this is a graphic novel and it's a play on Sleepy Hollow, the classic legend of Sleepy Hollow. I don't know the original legend, but I really enjoyed this. It had all of the vibes and I had a fantastic time with that, and I gave it 5 stars, and I really hope that we get some more from this in the future. So I had a great time with this one. So my second 5-star of the week. And then I did read Gideon the 9th by Tamsin Muir. Now this one got 4 stars. I really enjoyed this. I have very strange, bizarre, I don't know, feelings about this. I was saying to my patrons yesterday that I don't 100% understand what's going on in this book. I don't fully get it, but I am living for the vibes. I'm having a fantastic time despite the fact that I still don't fully know what's going on. So we're obviously following Gideon the Ninth, who is part of the Ninth House. And at the beginning of the book, she is trying to get away from Ninth House. She doesn't want to live there anymore. She's sick of it. She's tired of everything. So she's trying to get away, and she books her position on this shuttle thing. And then she ends up getting pulled up by Harrow, who is someone she's grown up with from being a kid. And she has a very love to hate relationship with. So Harrow pulls her to one side. She's like, listen, you've got to come with me. We've got to go and speak to the heads of the house, blah, blah, blah. And Gideon's like, listen, no. My train comes in a handful of minutes and I'm getting on it. I'm going. I'm leaving. Harrow's like, nope, you've got to come with me. Listen, hear them out. And if you don't want to do it, I'll let you go. I promise. So Gideon goes with her and hears them out. And essentially what's happening is Harrow is trying to go for this oh, I forgot what the fucking thing's called. It begins with L. She's trying to, it's almost like a leader of the houses type thing. I don't really fully understand what it is, but she's trying to go for it. Basically a necromancer and a what do they call them, cav, need to go to this place, and there are like competitions, if you like, that they have to complete. I don't know how to explain this book because I don't fully know what's going on. Anyway, the deal is that Gideon has to pretend to be Harrow's Cav, because her Cav has fled, which is exactly what Gideon was trying to do. So anyway, moving forward, we end up at this place with all the other houses as well, and the necromancers and the calves, and things start to go a little bit tits up. People start dying and we're not sure what's happening, why. There's some other shit going on in the background. There are secrets revealed within the relationship between Harrow and Gideon. Their banter and the way that they argue with each other, outstanding. 10 out of 10. I am obsessed. Obsessed. I loved it. There was a review from my friend Megan on Goodreads yesterday, and not yesterday, I mean it's been there for a while, but I spotted it yesterday, and it explains this book, the way that I feel about this book massively. So I'm just going to read it to you because it's easier to explain it this way, because Megan's done a perfect job. I mean, how do you even describe this book? Fantastic question. It's part murder mystery, part sci-fi adventure, part gothic necromantic romp, and part two idiots forced to admit through actions not words do not think that they have this shit together, that they care more about each other than anything else. Gideon is hilarious and the worst narrator for this story because she genuinely does not have a clue what's going on. And I think this is the reason, because I told my patrons I don't really fully know what's going on in this story, but I'm having a great time regardless. Like, I know, I might not know 100% what's happening in the moment, but I know it's an intense moment, or I know it's a funny moment. Even if I don't fully understand what's going on, I've not got a full grasp on exactly what is happening. And a lot of my patrons said they felt the same way. So I'm glad it's not just me, but Megan's put this into words exactly how I'm feeling, and it makes so much more sense now I think about the fact that Gideon is an unreliable narrator. She's got no fucking clue what's going on, which means that we don't either, because she's telling us the story. So that makes sense. That means you also do not know what is going on. I assume that can be frustrating for some people, but honestly, I was just 100% along for the ride and having a great time. Same, Megan, same. The mystery had me intrigued, and honestly, because Gideon is such a himbo, I could not have guessed what was actually going on. Luckily, she was surrounded by much more intelligent people, and I love that for her. I don't know what else to say. This book is a wild ride from start to finish, and it's a new favourite, and I love it. But my God, could I never comprehensively explain it to anybody. If you feel like you could enjoy a book that you're pretty much just along for the ride, and the meme references, then give it a shot. You may or may not regret it. Same, 100% same. It does frustrate me a little bit that I don't 100% know what's going on, and therefore don't fully understand the story, which is why it's getting probably 4.5 star actually. 4.5 star maybe. Megan gave it 5, but the vibes in this are immaculate, absolutely immaculate. The atmosphere is really, really good. There are so many other characters. I think that's another thing as well. There's so many other characters that sometimes I couldn't keep my head straight with it, and I would regularly refer back to the front of this that tells you who everybody is and what house they're from, because I didn't know who was who, what was going on. But overall, this was fantastic, and I had a great time. I fucking loved Gideon and Harrow. Chef's kiss. I am a little bit concerned about how this ended though, because I didn't see that coming, and now I kind of want to pick Harrow straight up, but it's not a book I can get my hands on straight away, and I don't have it. Oh, that's what I was meant to do when I nipped to the library this morning, to see if they had it. Fucking hell. So I don't know what I'm going to do next, but this was fantastic and I had a brilliant time. So 4.5 stars for this. It was fucking great, and I'm really glad that I've given it a read. So yeah, that was my mood read TBR for the week. I kind of want to do the same thing, I'm not gonna lie. Like this coming week, I want to do the same thing. Got a really busy 2 weeks coming up now, with Thomas's birthday this week and then Andy moving in next week. Got a really busy 2 weeks coming up, and I just feel like mood reading will be better for my mental health than specific themed vlogs is the word I'm looking for. So I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I wanted to come on, wrap up this vlog for you, wrap up Gideon the 9th. I had a sick time. It was fantastic. I loved it. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Chat to me in the comments down below. What have you been reading? And I shall see you in whatever comes next. Bye for now.